What is up, everybody? It's Osiris in the house, bringing to you 6th RVNT. Coming right up here shortly. Stream is on a 15-minute delay. That is the rules. Don't like it, don't talk to me about it. Pick it up with the league. Well, let's see here. I think I have the right setup here. Got this, got that. Ooh, we need to bring the scoreboard up. So, funny story while we wait. I just lost a monitor. And so the time that I was going to spend setting up this stream, I had to pull out the spare monitor because my fucking widescreen decided to take a dive. So, appreciate the patience while I get the scoreboard set up here. This one. None of those. I think we're scoring it by hand here today. So let me get that set up. Currently, looks like it's going to be 6 as allies. Get that up. As Revenant will be the Germans after the flip. Totally realized I was also talking in group chat. Not that that matters. Forward. There we go. There we go. Oh, got a flip. This. Not back. $30. That way when I spawn in, I can put that set up. And then let's go ahead and get some tunage going. You guys know I love that shit. So There we have it. Deftones, Be Quiet and Drive, also known as Far Away. Dedicating that song to the fact that my mom's an alcoholic and my dad abandoned me. So SME checkpoint coming up here shortly. Let me check on the yep, we have a good message from both sides. Yep, and there comes the 1 minute to flip. But yeah, SME checkpoint for the glory of week 2 TPL with 6 versus RVNT coming right up. But real curious. I'm not going to go into the whole spiel about checkpoint. Basically, wheat field over there. Main drag for the Allies. And, I'm sorry, not the Allies, the Axis here, along with... Oh, yeah, I am backwards. I played this game before, I swear. I swear, guys, I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, long buildings, backyards, got to watch that for the Allies. And you have the wheat field over here as well. For the other side, got the hedgerows people like to play on, along with the hedgerows and Little Creek on the way in from the west side, and the housing complex to the north. So, got Smithers commanding for 6th. So, we are about to see a show here from Mr. Smithers. And let me get in here real quick. On the squad. When you get the chance, cool, please kick me. Good luck, gentlemen. Cool and cooler. Should be getting kicked here shortly. Yep, there we go. Out of the squad. Cool and cooler setting up the guns. Probably going to be running a solo spa and the arty gun here on opener. And you guys have heard me talk about him. Cool. I think he's the best in the game on the arty gun, and it was an absolute pleasure to have him back there when I commanded for him. For EXO and for BZRK. So, big shout out to Mr. Cool. Hope all is well, buddy. And I look forward to seeing what you can do out there today. On the other side, let's give some more love to the Arty boys. We got even cooler. Oh man, T17 really doing a disservice. And coolest. So we have cool, cooler, even cooler, and coolest all on the arty guns here this afternoon. I mean, that's got to be the biggest, sign of respect there. Where all the arty guys on the battlefield name yourself after you. So we got. Nope, totally forgot to get the scoreboard timer going. So let me change this to 87:10. That clock. Okay, go to OBS. Make sure that is about as accurate as it's going to get. But openers, here we go. 6 playing wider of the two. Truck snipes coming in. Any hits? Not seeing them just yet. These guys do know the truck snipes just as well as anybody. So those drivers are definitely trying to stay out of the crosshairs of any potential spicy rounds coming in from RVNT. Spa, first shell from the Spa was just a hair far. Riddle Diddle jumping out, got Cuds. CQ Shooter. Ooh, did he get his OP down? That is the question. And it looks like he did. Riddle Diddle getting his OP down just in time before Spa rounds come raining in. Germans trying to go on an OP dive early, gets blasted. Hard cap going to the Allies, just to start. Cuds, CQ Shooter. One round into a Lux. Sixth. They are mostly capped, but not the best control of the South. But they do have control nonetheless. And here comes Riley, Tennessee, and Cuds gonna play the angle off the barbed wire fence down here. Revolve trading with Beerman, or maybe Dodgy Bloke. But either way, 1-to-1 trade there. Another round into the Lux, and first cap going to 6. About 4 minutes after wall drop, roughly, maybe 3.5. But taking a look at the map right away, as talk about a line. Oh, we got a backline recon tank play already. TX gets one. Oh, but he ran out of rockets already. Who do we have here? It's Crawley. Doing the solo shenanigans. L21 Wojtek, and that is how you pronounce it. Named after a Polish artillery supply company mascot who was an actual bear that was in the Polish army back in World War II. Probably going on some more shenanigans here. He's got to be careful. I want to get away from it, but he is going to go after Coolest. But can he get it done before the P4, which should be, yep, you can see him right there, top of the screen. Coming over the crest right now. He knows, Coolest knows he's there. Oh, but Crawley didn't have the gun turned, and that's going to do him in. P4 barreling to the rescue. One round. Oh, but the Greyhound survives the first P4. Oh, the Rick on the second, and that should do it. Crawley almost getting the spot on opener. So close for Mr. Crawley. We already do have Ohio and Luchu pushing on Western with, who's this up here? Randleman with one squad up there, but most of the fighting still happening over checkpoint. Gonna get a couple of bodies back here on Western shortly. Gonna try to keep an eye on that without going away from it. Spa dialed in on the Garrison or Revenant. Still no one's back. Probably see a spawn wave coming off here. Yep, there it is. So we got a lot of bodies. About, looks like about 8. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10 bodies coming back. Just to make sure that they don't lose it. But those 10 bodies just softened up the line a little bit as you already see 6 collapsing on the north side. Unfortunately, whoever's got mid, so whoever doesn't have mid is playing offset points here, which is unfortunate for Revenant, being that they didn't get the opener, especially being that the second point, 4-6, is Cemetery, which we all know is an absolute pain to hold on to. Got Detto, Bronchi, and Archangel in the Sherman, or Stewart, sorry, in the Stewart. Dropping HE shells on the backside of Hardcap to keep them out of there. Solar with the STG in the window. Could be the STG. Yes, it is. But we got Beerman and Rig Doctor going up against Corey and Corey. And Tech U and the Rest Doctor. Beerman drops Corey. Lachlan Downer. And Waffen trying to get across the street here. But he gets dropped by Pig Fat. Waffen's still here though. Gets got dropped by Pig Fat as well. Alright, spinning a little bit here. We do have cap pressure coming in. Medium went down. I do apologize while I'm flying all over the place and backing up here. Medium took a shell through the trees. From where, though? That's the question. Oh, there's a... Didn't even see the P4 on point. Deathface and Deathface 2. On Hardcap with 5s. As we should see the reset from 6 here. Bombing run from Smithers. Was unfortunately not a whole lot there. I mean, it seems like most of it's actually soft cap pressure to the north. As cap continues for Revenant though. Randleman gets one in. Libby does save Deathface in his P4 though. Airhead coming down on point from Red for good measure and in a good spot. And cap goes to Revenant. Sec's gonna have to respond. Gotta flip the scoreboard there. One E. talking some smack about my music taste, so I'm gonna tell him to lay off the sauce on that one. Apparently, Deftones, not a big fan. I've been playing the, you know, I Hate Your Dad music, so next time around I will change it up. We will flip it to the rap music for y'all. Taking a look at the map. Six, you know, recommitted to the north after having to push off from Cemetery, but they are pushed back to the red neutral all the way up by Maison in front of checkpoint. Let's take a look at the gunfight between Maximus Decimus and Got Rated On. Rig Doctor says, see ya. Gonna flip us around here. Got Rated coming up on Lincoln. Peekaboo. Lincoln says no thanks, but he does take a shot from Rig Doctor. Could have been Randleman, actually. Getting a recommendation for Avril Lavigne from Beak. Get some Skater Boy going. Lincoln still holding down the front lane here with Krim and Rig Doctor coming down the street on him. Rig Doctor really playing it slow. But you guys, not in Div 1, and you wonder how these guys do it so well, is it's all about just, you know, letting the game come to you, so to speak. And especially when you're a squad lead, letting your infantry run out in front of you while you defend the OP like Rig Doctor is doing. Anything to keep that spawn up. Already rounds coming in to clean that up. OP is still here as Lincoln's trying to make his way down. Yeah, they got that OP dialed in. Let's see if the next shell comes in time. Rig Doctor goes down. Noah Crippler's still here. Crossfiring. Oh, and there's the artillery shell. Well, we have a crossfire from the Tiger hanging out on the hedgerows. Lincoln finally getting up the Rig Doctor's OP, so OP does go down for 6th. More cross-firing from the medium. Let's go see who that is. I think it's Deathface. It is Deathface and Deathface 2 in the 2-man P4. Round in to Deathface. We get a second one. We do. Dedo does not get the third shot. Or Dedo's crew does not get the third shot on the P4, so Deathface will live to fight again as he gets out and gets some reps in. Worthington Krim got rated on the next up for 6th to hold the front line on checkpoint. With Capgun's Crippler and got rated on and Brittle Diddle trying to hold down the south here with Ghost all the way out in the wheat field. Getting some cap onto Cemetery. Just soft cap pressure, but still pressure nonetheless. Show us Dino. Randleman drops the Rest Doctor. Take another quick peek at the map. Got tanks playing up on the south side of the map. Spa on the back behind the second hedgerow. This is a really good spot down here because it gives you can hit pretty much everything from the south side of Cemetery down. For coolest, reining in the 8 with the Spa HE that we all know is extremely broken. But gonna come over here to flush it as he tries to defend the southwest side of Cemetery. And move up on Corey's OP. Corey does go down. Felix still there. It's from... Flash It does get Felix while he was trying to engage Rig Doctor. Flash It. Grenade toss. Second grenade gets him. And gets the OP. Flash It. Helping hold on. Rest Doctor does drop him though as he makes his way towards Waffen. Arty round landing right in front of him. They'll try to clear the way in to Cemetery. JSR getting dropped by Corey as we move through the trees here. OP goes down from Rest Doctor, getting onto the Cemetery wall. Gets money. Got Striker, Bierman, and Darkman Whittle all here to defend. Rest Doctor gets Striker. Can he get the OP to his right? That's the question, and he does. Rust Doctor really putting on the pressure as a one-man wrecking crew. Gets Whittle. And Darkman, though, does end that threat, but not before the damage is done. Taking a look here, we've got a backline play with Drum. We got Wilco and Cryptic coming to help defend as well. As cap pressure starts to come on from Revenant. Bierman gets dropped by Felix. Felix just spraying away. Whittle gets taken out. Animal now into the Cemetery walls. Gets clapped. Pig Fat hanging out here as well. Proxy Satch going down? And we do. Proxy Satch is down from Pig Fat. No garrison on the north side of this, so he might get this OP. Gets dropped by Muffin Man. I don't think he's going to get the OP. It's real close, but we'll see. Cap pressure was neutralized momentarily, but here it comes yet again. Satchel does go off and gets the OP that was just placed. As Zephoric gets his squad all the way up here with Deathface rolling in to help. Where are their OPs? They are... Oh. Their own proxy satch from Whittle. Takes out that OP and is going to help relieve some of the pressure. As Deathface makes a run. He is getting pinged out by 6. Ori in darkness. Ori knows he's there. Tried to get him through the corner of the wall. Lewis does get him. Gets money as well. Revenant just on the doorstep, but not getting fully in just yet. They do have a garrison right on the line, right in front of Cemetery to help feed this. Do have Warlock over here. Hold on, where is he? Let's see if he can take out Deathface. Warlock. Deathface with his game volume not turned up the best, and Deathface 2 jumps out, gets dropped by Warlock. Warlock will get the P4 kill with the satchel. Let's see, where are these heavies at? Got Blue Chew on South Map Edge. We got, that's a big F Kesner Vaccinator coming up in another heavy with Detto in the medium Sherman holding down Cemetery. Let's go ahead and hop on over here to these tanks to see if we can get any sort of round for 6. As the 76 rolls up to join Worthington and got raided on. We still have, you can see him, he's peeking right there. We still have the Tiger. Oh, unfortunate Rick. Return shot does get short, round into and 1. We have another crossfire. Did they get one of the tanks? That's the question, or is that just rep stations? It is just rep stations, but both Tigers overlapping, trying to set up a 2-tap. Dead Mill. Lickeon, sorry, if I butchered that. We've got Bible Swan, Doodles, and Soda Bear in the other. And I think I said 2 Tigers, I meant Panther and Tiger. My apologies. Now, doing the logistics. Oh, and a P-Strike comes in from Smithers. Spa rounds landing just a little too far to the north. Half track coming up from red as well. We got a P4 and another P4 coming in. Good shot off the Silver Nuke. The other streamer. Coolest going back for supply, ammo resupply. We do have a backside garrison from Crawley. Gonna try to pay attention to this just a little bit to see what kind of spawn wave we get off of this. As you can hear Deathface rolling up. And he will lock it out briefly as he drives by. Coming to check out the problem. He is locking out the garrison currently, but Bergs doesn't know where it is, so he's going to take off the other direction, which should open up that garrison here shortly. Bergs getting Crawley though, so he knows he's there. Does he see Warlock spawn in? I don't think he did. Bergs sees it. Drops one. Drops Crawley. Does not get subtotal though. Garrison is open. I don't know what the timer is on it though. I'm gonna hang out here just and see if there's one spawn wave that does make it. Now here comes Crawley. I think that was off. It's OP though with Warlock. As Warlock now comes out to investigate where Bergs came from. Give it another. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'll say give it another 20 seconds. Bergs has got to be relaying that information to RVNT. And hey, we got problems back here that need to be addressed right away. You can see Red making his way over as well. Flyshet and Red running right by each other. But Flyshet does get the kill, and OP is up, but Tech U is coming right around the corner. Ugh, OP goes down. Flyshet unfortunately gonna have to sit on that for another 2 minutes. He does get Tech U. Warlock, can he get to the garrison back here? No, we cannot. Ias does drop him. We do have, this is Death Base right here. Nope, it's Rum. Rum in the solo medium trying to figure out where the problem is. Unfortunately, because he doesn't have a TC, he is going to drive possibly right by this garrison. Does he turn? That is the question. And he misses it. Crawley squad trying to get to the heavy over here. And he is going to take off across the open field. Is he going to survive though? That's the question. And he does. Oh, he's getting spun on though. Does get Bible Swan. Lore, turn around. And Crawley gotta reload. Duder's getting the shovel kill, but is he gonna find the satchel in time? And he will. Duder's single-handedly holding it down after Crawley had a great play, but it's not going to be great enough as Duders hits him with a shovel. Take a look at the map here. They did find the garrison, so that's gone. RVNT doing a good job clearing that up, but they got a couple of squad leads that they have to get rid of. right. White bread Wilco Cryptic with that's a big F Kessner vaccinator running 2 tanks down here. Just a saw explosion. Looks like that was probably a rep station. Six doing a good job though. Got rid of that garrison on front door that was causing all their problems, and they're still going to deal with Lake Finn and King Squad trying to get in there and cause problems. But that's it right now. Pretty straight up and down. Recon run coming in across the line. P-Strike just misses from red. Just barely misses Blue Trio in Ohio. As they get reps from the rep station. Oh, but they did kill. I did not see where the shot came from. I can only assume it was. That's a big F here, but Armor getting the kills done on checkpoint versus Revenant. We just got to get the infantry up there. Worthington taking some rounds from Mason as Randleman tries to get his shots into the window. And down he goes. Krim gets one rocket in. Might have had a second one already, but Deathface getting the reps from a rep station. So he will live to fight another day here. Revenant clearing up their back lines as Blue Trio and Ohio are going to make their push into the next fighting position. White bread in the medium. Oh, and he just hits the wall. Doesn't hit the wall the second time. Ohio getting another tank down for 6. Rockets coming in from Mihu. And the crossfire shot from the Panther with Jedmil and Lekeon. But as it sits, we have one heavy on the south side with Deathface and a medium on the northeast. With the heavy and the medium straight east of checkpoint. "52 minutes left." And we had initial cap from 6, followed by a good cap with an airhead. Well, not with an airhead, but with an airhead supporting the cap for Revenant on checkpoint. Cap guns gets mowed down. Saw another explosion over here. I believe that was the Sherman. It was. So just the 76 close to the battlefield Force 6 at this moment. As Revenant starts trying to push out across the wheat field, trying to gain this ground back. Takes one round. I think that was from Death Face. Yeah, you can't see him. He's right there. He just jumped out. He's right there in the middle of the screen. P4 on the main MSR. Out of checkpoint. As Vaccinator gets out for reps. Cap Guns, big shout out to the guy that was in EXO when I was there with Trill and all the boys. Mason's got a bead on Cap Guns. Gotta go give some love to the MG play. You guys know I love it. Mason's just been holding it down in this window with the MG. And of course, I come over here to give him some love. Deathface, I think, just went down. He did not. What was that? Medium Sherman. Dropped by Deathface. Ooh, we got a recon tank play here on map edge, trying to soften up the south side. Where is he? Rum in the solo. Tank is gone, but he survives. Does he get to the garrison? Oh! Takes a round from... Who's that coming up here? White Bread and his crew with Wilco and Cryptic. Defending the garrison, trying to hold on to southern map edge. Tennessee gets dropped. I was trying to see if he was going to set up over here. Oh, Brittle Diddle. Missing his shots, and Glor and Baked are going to get his OP. Cuds does come off of it, but he gets dropped immediately. Will Scott also on an MG up on the rooftop. So RVNT doing a great job with MG cover in both houses on checkpoint. Rated on eats a shell. Deathbase sends them back to the redeploy screen and takes out the carcass. Take a look at the map here. Really playing far north, trying to get the wrap and push down into checkpoint. While the guys on south just hold on for dear life as they get pushed back to the blue side of the red-blue line. Super deep garrison from RVNT. With Matthew, he's now going to run down the line and see how close he can get to cemetery with his OP. Gonna go ahead and go check out what we got going on over here on the north end. Trying to do better than I did last week, where I mean, you know, when the action is all on point, you know, it's really hard to get away from it. Rest Doctor got an angle before getting dropped himself, but he does know the OP is there. They have a rep station that blew up on the far side. See the P4 in the opening there. Just trying to keep Waffen and JSR pinned, and they were pinned enough to where JSR just lost his OP and goes down. So RVNT starting to gain some ground back in towards Cemetery. Felix running away from the Sherman. What has he got in front of him? Nothing. But he's got an OP to his south, where you just see Striker and Muffin Man, Bierman, and Noah. Unfortunately gets dropped. Duck face. Getting another kill. Doing a great job in that medium. Take a look at the map again, and they're just all posted up and down the line here. Let's go ahead and give some more love to the flanks. Benito, Corey, Late Finn, Vartzi, Tal, and one up against Crawley. Got Matthias way up north with CQ Shooter. Crawley does defend his OP. Subtotal, seeing ghosts. Alright, who do we have all the way up here? That's my question. Oh, already there, Randy Bobandy. Got Randleman up here with Divinity, just still trying to get any sort of wrap to the north while also defending all the way up here. Matthew had made the run from the garrison up on Map Edge in Hotel 3. I see him. Vartzi is the one that does, so CQ Shooter does go down. Oh, and there's Dino, as requested. Going up against the Messenger. Who just dropped Benito. Grenade up and over? Not gonna get him. Dino, though. Dino. Oh, the shotgun. Still one of my favorite guns in the game. An absolute blast. Getting some pressure. So you can see Matthew had his squad filled with a portal. As Goldup is almost to the garrison back here. And gets it. So closest garrison 200 meters to the south and outside of soft cap weight here. So Smithers running the supply truck right now, but Riley, we got a supply box just to his south. Really got to get a garrison up as soon as possible. Mag's got one rocket into Detto. And a second. Detto will jump out for reps. Mags is going to be out of rockets now. Got Pig Fat, rolled up, Revolve. Looking the wrong way here. As it was a squad wipe between the two of them. Cap pressure coming in for Revenant, and Garrison is back up on Cemetery, so they have something. So we'll see how many people spawn in off of that. See if Revolve can get up here and possibly get a proxy satchel down if he sees the Garrison. Revolve does get no key. Those fadeds. Spawn wave does come in. Revolve somehow survives before being dropped by Whittle. So 6 able to save that. But now they are in trouble down here at Maison. Sorry for the quick spin, trying to keep up with the P4. Deathface and Deathface 2. Oh, and they drove right by the Garrison. And Deathface, unfortunately, going to lose his P4. But he had a really good run in that, so can't hate on it too much. Does get a rep station. Going to force the 76 to take a drive. Not sure if they're going to reposition, but at least does get a little bit of pressure on 6's armor. Rocket in from Revolve. Gets Vaccinator. Vengeance and Darkment. That's a big up. Gets to stay alive. It's there. Garrison is still up. They are. Libby is right across the street from it, though. See if him and Ozone can do anything about it. Libby shooting backwards at random. Aldebaran Mihu. Capguns unfortunately gets knocked off of his OP, loses his OP, and Ozone is gonna get the garrison for Revenant. Southside starting to crumble a little bit here. Mihu able to jump on top. And someone shoot him before the... Oh, the arty shell almost takes him out, but someone does get the shot off. I think it was Money, not 100% sure. But... Oh, Kesner now taking rounds. And down he goes. Revenant armor now on the doorstep of Cemetery with infantry support. So Bible Swan, Duders, who had that great play earlier, Von Crawley with Soda Bear, in a good position to help infantry get into Cemetery. Taking a look at the garrison network, so we got another garrison back up right where Money is at, but Mihu is already there. Trying to get after it. Still have that deep backline garrison for Revenant. Not seeing anyone that's running off of it at the moment, but they did get back in here and cause some problems. Is this a proxy satch? Proxy Satch is down. Mihu just gonna babysit that. Hope for the garrison spawn wave. No spawn wave, but garrison is down for Mihu's. So just the garrison. Got one to the north side of Cemetery, and one in the Grove to the northeast. But south side, big bulge. You know what I'm saying? From Revenant into the line as Prim and Capguns. Taking a second just to respond to Red Rocket, who's talking about 9PZ or an HLE. We got a heavy there. Got Crawley in a Jeep just trying to get into the back line. He's going to put down his OP. We've got Ohio and Blue Chew. And P Strike connects from Smithers. Fantastic job. Unfortunate for Revenant. You gotta know better when Smithers is commanding than to sit for too long, because he absolutely will get the correct ping, and ensure he will, as we see it and saw it. Getting the commander precision strike on the money. Tech you just running across an open field because why not? Anytime I try to do something like this, I get shot before I even leave the hedgerow. Tech U laying down, waiting, trying to hear any footsteps. He's got his pocket watch out already, so we are just waiting for the OP, but Tech U just laying low, literally. And OP is down. Faded, though, is right here on the right side. Where's he looking? Clipping through the wall, yes. Feet clipping through the wall, but Faded just laying on point, defending. As Revolve comes in off the OP placed by Tech U. Can Revolve see his feet? Yeah, he missed it. Lewis, like, finds Faded laying in the grass. Closes that out. Garrison now just to the north of Cemetery 4-6. Warlack. Noah Waffen coming in to try to defend this. You hear this is Dedo over here. Yep, Dedo, Archangel, and Ronky. Gold Up does get the OP and Waffen. As the cap pressure is still here. Noah drops Gold Up in return. But OP is down. Garrison was down. We have a backline P4 play from Deathface. Oh, and poor Dedo just got walked up on. Well, driven up on, I should say, by Deathface, who is reminding everyone why he is the best tanker in Hell Let Loose. Now he's doing fantastic. I know I meme on him and people crack jokes and whatnot, but Deathface really doing a great job as a two-man crew and a medium, just laying down the hate. Airhead, they see it? They did. Airhead comes in and gets taken out. Bombing run. That's gotta be from... Actually, I don't know who that's from. I'm going to assume because it was going over the Airhead that was from Smithers. I wasn't paying attention to the resources up here. But that could have been from Red. Just trying to, clear any garrisons out that may be along that front wall. 6, though, they're doing a good job holding on, but they are, we have been slowly moving backwards, and Whitebread is about to be in trouble down here, so we are going to go check on in with the south real quick. Proxy satchel went off. Oh, Deathface almost flips another tank on one of my streams as he's doing his best Gravedigger impression. Saturday. Kids tickets only $10. Rod 1 gets a rocket in, but Deathface out for repairs in the middle of the battle here. He's got Z-Fork backing him up. Cap pressure still coming in. Z-Fork drops Rod 1, so Deathface getting some clutch repairs in. Smith has just been running that supply truck all game long, trying to keep up the garrison networks and all the logistics support that he can do. Gold up drops 2, Crippler goes down as well. We might have a cap here at the 23:45 mark if this continues for Revenant. I think this is Detto trying to pull up. Oh, Blue Chew in Ohio trying to come in and help out. Not sure if it's the spa round that did that damage or not, but damage nonetheless. Felix does get the OP right next to Blue Chew. And Satchel on from Felix. Felix also right next to the garrison. Gets 2. Does not get... Finally gets Dodgy Bloke. Can he hear the garrison right next to him, though? And Felix's satchel goes off, but doesn't take out the garrison. And he unfortunately ran right by it. I'm sure it was so loud with all the gunfires and explosions going off that he couldn't hear it, but Spawn Wave comes in as 6 desperately tries to hold on. They're able to stall the cap so far, but Deathface still hanging out in the cemetery, supporting his infantry on hard cap. Cap pressure still coming. 2/3 of the way there. Do we have any armor that can get in here? I feel bad, but they did get the tank down at Mepid, so we got both heavies for Revenant down on the south side. And with 22:30 on the clock, and Cap does go to Revenant. 6 in a real bad spot. Garrison already up from Corey. Already have a garrison to the north. They did get the one on Map Edge eventually, but garrison set up by Matthew up north. Half track behind cemetery. Here comes the push back in from 6th. Can they win their gunfights? JSR gets dropped money in the area of Felix. Doesn't get him through the bushes. Felix does go down. Z-Fork getting on top of the roof, but doesn't know money is right next to him. Doesn't matter. Takes a shot from Warlock. The long, slow, dramatic fall off the rooftop. Gold up finally does get money. Sorry, I couldn't spin fast enough. Deathface on a suicide mission. Oh, just... Okay. Woffin and Noah sending in a couple of rockets to get rid of Deathface. Officially tired of his shit. Just soft cap pressure as RVNT is trying to go for the 5-0. They want it. They're not going to just hold on. They want Crossroads. Wondering if we see a satchel coming off of Matthew's OP here. Oh, he hasn't placed it yet. So Matthew, being a rat for a bit, he's got, yep, there it comes. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to see if his pocket watch is up. OP is placed. Cap pressure, though, coming back to Cemetery. Just soft cap. But no one into the hard cap just yet, so it'll be really easy. Just need a spawn wave off of that garrison. A couple of bodies that would neutralize the quarter cap pressure, but quarter cap pressure nonetheless for 6, as they desperately need to get back to the 3-2. And full spawn wave in off of Matthew's OP. Redline play from Matthew has been great. Constantly getting into position and hanging out in the back lines. For all of those that were complaining about stream sniping on 15-minute timers, Matthew's been back here all game long, and no one's gone to get him. Just checking for Batchel here, not seeing it yet. Matthew gonna try to defend his OP as Riley's looking for it. Riley not gonna see it though. But he does see Matthew. Drops him, but Megs defends the OP, so OP still up for Matthew. Also have plenty of soft cap pressure from Mauricio, Baron, and Piter's squad. So Mauricio, is he going to get the OP that's over here? I think he will. Oh, just a little bit more south, buddy. Mauricio takes out Sandman. Just a little bit more. Should see the spawn wave come off here. OP does go down and spawn wave is in. He does get the squad lead. The OP will not be put back up, as Matthew, Mauricio, getting their squads into position to get the 5-0. Airhead on point, and it is a German airhead that was immediately smacked by Whitebread Wilco and Cryptic. bomb run coming in from red. He is going to track the 76. The cap pressure is neutralized. Matthew finally got his OP taken out. RVNT getting dropped by Riley. I was just gonna. Oh, maybe it was Lachlan Downer. Solar gets 2. Does he get Crawley? He does. Soft cap pressure now on to Cemetery. Just ever so slightly with less than 15 left. Randleman getting a flare up. Try to see what they're dealing with here. Solar feeling the heat from that rocket from Noah. Gets Beerman. Noah. Oh, what a... Finally, he's got sick of trying to hit the shots and said, nah, I'm just going to put a rocket right where you're sitting. As Blue Chew and Ohio come rolling in to help clear out this north side of 5th. Dino in a great spot with some rockets. Gets 1. Unfortunately gets dropped before he gets the second. Ozone though now moving in. PX also moving in. And I must have... Oh, not even... No, he wasn't looking. I don't know, was he satcheled? I must have missed it. I'm so sorry. Deathface now coming in to try to help get this 5-0. Rockets landing short as Deathface backs out. Deathface dodging a rocket. Takes 2, still rolling. As Deathface almost runs over a wall. But he does get out to fight another day. Take a look at the overview. 6 pushing out. RVNT from the north. And getting more of a buffer on Crossroads. Front door, though, they are on it. got Tennessee on a AT gun here. Oh, AT gun with Tennessee. Bye-bye. The Revenant sniffing out that sneaky AT gun. Fuel now an issue, or 6 with less than 10 to go. I don't think we're gonna get another heavy from them, so we gotta have something happen, and it's gotta happen very quickly as time is running out. Z4, Tech U, trying to run front door versus Crawley, Riley, Rig Doctor, Krim, and Darkman. Krim misses one. Oh, that's a grenade. Is it going to get Revolt? Nope, Revolt got dropped. Grenade in from Crawley. Krim going to use the rocket anyways. Drops the front OP. Sixth, doing a good job pushing back out of Crossroads, but we gotta, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I mean, they have enough manpower for the airhead, but I'm absolutely certain it's gonna get called out fairly quickly. In a support class. Randleman's spinning on, is that cooler or coolest? Or cooler? Cap guns and 5s trades. Smithers, being a sneaky boy, he does have a lane. If he can cut down through the city and then the left, and maybe get a garrison up. Oh, because I got the half track here. I mean, ugh. Really tight network for radar. Less than 7 on the clock now, and 2.5 left for 6 to do anything. After that, it's just holding on to not get 5-0'd by Revenant. Or got dropped by, I think that was Randleman. Libby goes down as well. And 2 minutes left. Here comes Smithers along the back. We got Solar lobbing rockets. gets Randleman through the trees, or through the through the hedgerow corner here by standing on the fence. Let's see if he can get this Garrison as well. And he does. Fantastic shot from Solar. So it does get dropped. Less than 60 seconds. That's a big F. Kessner vaccinator. Infantry not nearly ready for a push or anything. Lord taking a spa round. Ugh. And that'll do it. RVNT officially winning at minimum 3-2. Even if they were hypothetically going to lose Cemetery in the next couple of minutes here. But as it stands, it looks like it's going to be the 4-1. No real threat to Crossroads. And so, yeah, here comes... I think they're actually getting ready for a possible suicide squeeze on their armor to try to get the 5-0. And they have a little over 60 seconds to do it. Smithers trying for the P strike at the end, but not going to happen. Bombing run with artillery strikes coming in, and here come the heavies. Let's go follow in on Judamil. Got an angle. And he gets it. 22 seconds for them to start capping if they're going to do it. Boy, the cap starts to come in. They wanted the 5-0. And looks like right now the cap race is going to 6th. As the airhead does fall in. Oh wait, this cap race is too... Are they gonna get the 5-0? Kinda. And they might. I could have sworn I saw Cemetery tick first. But I must have been off by just a hair. Spawn wave off the airhead. RVNT really trying to get the 5-0. They want that bragging right. And they are fully committed to it. I think Cemetery did. Oh, it's so close. I can't tell. Oh, and they did get the cap on Cemetery. So officially, it will be a 3-2 victory for Revenant. Let me go ahead and change my scoreboard. Not that it fully matters. I wanted to peek the actual scoreboard here. Cool and Cooler both getting over 1,200. Whitebread and his crew getting over 1,600. Capgun's dropping 1,000. Go ahead and give him the commendation. That'll do it. Let me take a quick peek. I can't remember if I don't think I have another one later tonight. Looking right now, just bear with me. Rolling up to the assignments. So we got Critic and Shima. Engineer Shima. And Shima? So sorry. I gotta ask him exactly how to pronounce that. But we got 9PZ versus S7 coming up in 2 hours at 9 Eastern. And I will be back tomorrow at 5 a.m. with Whippy, Ohio, casting MSU versus TFMC. And I'll also be casting Legion versus Taco tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. But as for the rest of the night, that's it for me. So make sure you check out Critic or Shima's stream later on for the 9PZ versus S7 action. But this is Osiris. Appreciate you guys for coming out for the stream. And I will see you all bright and early in the morning. If I don't see you then, you guys have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week for sure for more TPL Final World War II action. Have a good night, everybody.